After 2.5 months on keto and losing a decent amount of weight, I'm desperate for some bread. So I dropped $24 on 2 loaves of this particular bread off Amazon, and I'm going to give you guys a very honest review. If it's great, I will tell you. If it's awful, I will tell you. I was not approached, and nor have I approached this company in any way, shape, or form. Inside the usual bread wrapper, there is a second wrapper to keep it fresh. They do ship it frozen, or at least that's what they say, and it arrives thawed. I'll admit, while opening the package, I didn't open it far enough, and I was working one-handed while holding my phone to record, so it was a little bit fumbly. The bread was soft, it did smell good, and if you'll see here in a moment, they seem to have a little mishap with the slicer on this particular loaf of bread. Doing a little donut hole there in the end, and it left a little bit of extra crust. Don't care, gonna eat it anyway. If you want to pause, here's the nutrition facts on the back of the product along with the ingredients list. If this is not clear enough on your screen, you can find this information online as well. Well, I did have plans on what I was going to do with this slice of bread, the first one I'd had in quite some time. I knew that you guys want to know how it tastes right off the bat. Got to check that out. And it was a little chewier than usual, but still the best bread I've had in a while. After toasting, I added way too much salted sweet cream butter, cinnamon, and a mixture of sweeteners. Here's the butter. Yeah, I added about 1.5 servings of butter because I had enough calories left to really do some damage on this, and I gotta admit that I had been craving this for quite some time, mostly the butter and the cinnamon, and I was really grateful to find a way to manage this. And like I say, that first bite, oh, it was everything that I wanted. And considering I can't have regular bread, this was amazing. It is still 70 calories a slice though, so you'll want to be aware about that. The next morning, I decided to make a slice of French toast, and here this goes. 1 large egg, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/8 of a cup of my preferred milk replacement, which happens to be this stuff. Just a bit of ground cinnamon. Tiny bit. I'm only making 1 piece. That's thoroughly mixed, and the griddle is hot and greased and ready to go. Alright, I let this sit a little longer because it's a heavier bread. See how it goes. That's not going to be wasted. I'm going to eat the rest of it too. Alright. Well, it's certainly holding on to the egg. This is the syrup I'm going to be trying it out with. I know this is more like a drink syrup rather than maple. But maple is not on my diet. So, that's what we're going to use. Okay, coming back around. If I can get it to grip. Alright, starting to look like French toast, but it's a heavier bread, kind of like a brioche, so the fact that it's really holding its form and not sinking down within its crust is kind of an indicator just how beefy this particular bread is. I generally have some issues making my calories for the day. I have to try really hard to make sure I hit my minimum goal. So yeah, I added a ton of butter. In the background you can see the weird beige eggs that I threw on the griddle after I was done cooking the slice. Okay, I'm gonna try a bite of this without any syrup on it. Okay, I'm definitely getting the flavor of the almond milk that I used, but it's not bad, and it's definitely not the bread's fault. Low carb syrup. Supposed to be caramel flavor, salted caramel. figured the salt would go well with the butter and eggs. Well, the caramel would go well with the vanilla. Wow. Okay. Okay, that is good. Okay, that is definitely a very close approximation. I think as good as I'm going to ever get trying to be keto and wanting French toast. There's no carbs or sugar. Oh, there's no nutrition facts on this bottle. There's no carbs or sugar in the syrup, so it doesn't matter if I go a little overboard. The amount of butter I used was about a half a tablespoon to maybe 3/4 of a tablespoon. Yeah, this worked good. Okay, it's lunchtime, so I fixed myself a sandwich. I was going to do just one slice of bread and cut it in half because of the price of this bread, but it's very small. So I decided to go for a whole sandwich with Black Forest ham, Miracle Whip, because I eat both Miracle Whip and mayo. Not everybody does. And mustard. I would have liked to add lettuce and tomato, but it's almost time to grocery shop again, so those things are on the list rather than available. And not important, I'm gonna have some fruit with it rather than pork rinds. So the light's a little bit better in here. Yes, the crust really is that dark, but you know what, that's okay by me. It's got that, I think there's a little more oat flavor in the crust than there is in the actual bread. The bread's pretty soft. It didn't crush when I cut it, even though I was using a butter knife. It's got this nice flat edge to it, so that's good. It really holds up. So, time to give it a try, I guess. Well, it's definitely got a chewier crust than I'm used to. I gotta say that for being 2 carbs a slice, 2 net carbs a slice, this is pretty decent. This is, I may have just been off of regular bread for so long that after a month and a half, oh no, sorry, it was 2.5 months that I'm willing to settle, but you know what, this is pretty good stuff. Okay, so this company, I looked on the Sola website. Their website, they've got their breads listed there for under $9. I spent $24 on a package of 2 loaves, which are not that big. And I think I'm going to try buying from the website directly from here on out, see if I can save myself some money. But I will definitely be continuing to purchase this brand. This is a 5-star. Yeah,